Hey, Jason Nyback here from snowballsecrets.com. Go there for a free video. I'll show you how I got over 1.2 million visitors to my site. My site's in 14 different niche markets on total autopilot. So today we're going to talk about 3 mistakes you need to avoid when you're trying to get more visitors to your site. Now here's the problem with getting website traffic. There's a ton of it online, and if you do it wrong, you could literally waste years of your life, tens of thousands of dollars, and never actually get enough traffic to get your internet business going, or really tank your business if you do have one. So the issue is not so much the traffic, getting it, because it's easy to get if you know what you're doing. The issue is avoiding all the landmines out there that you can step in that can destroy you. So the first mistake you need to avoid is you absolutely have to make sure you avoid focusing on multiple traffic sources at the same time. What a lot of people do is they'll be like, I need more traffic. And so what then they do is they go, okay, I'll use Twitter, I'll use AdWords, I'll use MSN, I'll use Facebook, I'll use SEO, YouTube, whatever else. And they name off like 14 traffic sources and they just do them all at the same time. That's not smart, because you can't master 14 different traffic sources at the same time. It just doesn't make sense. And the other mistake people make is they focus on traffic volume versus traffic quality. Now, here's what I mean by this. Just because there's potentially 1 million visitors a month in your market or you have access to, doesn't mean you should go get them, because you've got to get the right and most qualified traffic. So focusing on keywords that are super high in terms of search volume don't necessarily mean they're going to give you buyers. What you got to do is you got to focus on the exact market to message match, right? So you got to make sure the keywords you're targeting matches essentially what you're trying to sell. Versus, if you're in a market of dog training, just ranking for the term dog, that's going to get you a lot of traffic, but you're going to waste a lot of time getting a lot of visitors who are probably not going to buy, right? So that's mistake number 2, going after mass traffic versus the right traffic. Mistake number 3 is going after the wrong traffic sources just because they have traffic. For example, social networking is very popular, but one of the problems is it's really hard to automate it. It's really hard to create systems around it so it can just work for you without you having to do anything. And so that's one of the mistakes people make. They go after these crazy traffic sources. Not all social media is bad, obviously. It's very good and it's changed society. However, focusing on targeting traffic sources just because there's a lot of visitors there is a bad thing, because you need to be able to automate that stuff. And if you can't, you're just going to get yourself another job. So hopefully you can avoid these mistakes. Go to snowballsecrets.com and I'm going to give you a free video on how I was able to get over 1.2 million visitors to over 14 niche markets, and hopefully you can get a ton of traffic too on autopilot using these strategies.